small embrace we felt for the people of Prague, from Ashkelon, from Israel, and worldwide. During COVID, we spent so much time together during the lockdown. We would sneak down the 60 highway, which was completely empty, and head off to the Dead Sea, where we hiked every riverbed, following the advice of hiking in the Holy Land. That was your passion, Lucy, and you made it mine. So much so that for my 50th birthday last year, you took me to the Lower Darja Walk, with a 30-meter rope, climbing down 20 dangerous waterfalls in March 2022. That day at Darja, there was a group of fit Israeli soldiers and us. You were proud of the achievement, but swore you would never do it again. Lucy, you will never be doing that again. In any case, when COVID ended, we made a decision. We would reduce our working week to 4 days and go hiking on Thursdays with one another. And so we did, every week for the last 2.5 years. Recently I started feeling a little guilty for having so much time off and would work and do a couple of hours of maths class preparation in the afternoon. Now I wish I'd taken every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. You were so generous. You trained to be a new mother counselor and visited a new mother and baby weekly in a frat to give her support. You mentored a new teacher in Jerusalem, Zooming him weekly, sometimes 2 or 3 times, to help him get the rope. You organized the Shabbat Shiur for women in our neighborhood, finding speakers and locations, and frequently in our homes. We spent 6 years as a rabbinical couple in Hendon and Radlett, from 2004 to 2008 to 2014. Those were wonderful years, but we also had much time for one another. And I say rabbinical couple because you were the main event, and I was just an occasional speaker. You brought people together in our home, arranging social events for festivals, bouncy castles for the kids on Hanukkah, bringing 20 people around our Shabbat table most weeks, and I just made the odd sermon. And talking about Shabbat meals, your Friday night chicken soup recipe was a secret from me. I was allowed to help on any dish except that. Then last Shabbat, you're marking National English Oral Proficiency Test. And we were so busy that you WhatsApped me the recipe and said, make it. Now I will have to make the chicken soup alone, but at least it will be yours. You're an amazing mother. You describe yourself as the CEO of the family and me as the COO. The kids had to participate in the home, laundry, cooking, washing up. You would tell me what you wanted the kids to do, and I would be the one to manage them. That way you thought they would resent me and not you for making them work. The problem was that they knew that I didn't have a clue what needed to be done, and so the task ultimately had to come from you. You thought that this would make the kids love you less. On the contrary, Lucy, because you got them to help, they loved you more. At the hospital yesterday, I saw a young couple with a few young children that probably escalated. They were getting a little annoyed with the children who were arguing with one another. I wanted to tell them to enjoy every minute, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. You were an excellent English teacher, as what Elias just told us. You began your training when we arrived back from Switzerland in 2014, and you worked while you learned. You started off in some difficult schools, and with some difficult students, and at times I wanted to tell you just to quit. Then you found your pace. You clicked into the work and became the most inspiring of teachers. You used technology, you played games, you engaged the kids. You inspired me to take up teaching, and probably many others. You were magnetic. You believed the shortage of English teachers in Israel at the moment was a perfect opportunity for Anglos to make Aliyah. Today I understand you could start teaching English and learning to teach English at the same time, getting a decent salary from day one. You dreamt that there would be a wave of English Jews coming to live in Israel, including our families. Lucy, you cared about all of us, writing special notes for us, baking gluten-free cakes for me, and making delicious vegetarian food for Tali, veggie lasagna, veggie meatballs and rice, and we would come home from a day's work or at school or from school and find it sitting on the counter with a little note explaining how to heat it up. Lucy, I don't think I would have said this at your 50th, but I think it's appropriate now. You improved yourself throughout your life. I fell in love with you during a chicken rail Shavuot, an all-night learning program that you put together at Oxford University Jewish Society. The rabbi had cancelled at the last minute, and you stepped up to arrange for students to speak from 10 p.m. through to 5 a.m. You said you fell in love with me because the speakers usually only have 20 minutes content for each hour slot. But I asked so many questions that it dragged on for an hour. The next day you were out at my friend's room to play bridge. Two of us were pitted against two math PhD students. We won. I overbid, you underbid, and together we somehow got it right. After 24 hours, I came back to London and told my elderly grandmother that I'd met the girl I was going to marry. Then you were 21, and I was 23. But you spent a year in Japan, so it took 2 more years to happen. Since then, Lucy, I admit I've continued to overbid. I was the one who stuffed in shul. I was the one who spoke. I got the glory, even today. You continued to underbid. You were the one who did all the hard work, modestly, and got less acclaim, like today. But the strength for everything I did in my life came from you. But where will I get that strength now? Your favorite programs that we watched on the computer in bed at night were Bake Off, MasterChef, Pottery Throwdown, and the Sewing Bee. These are all about people doing things that they were passionate about and doing them extremely well. We both love the passion that amateurs have for their hobbies: cooking, pottery, sewing. And when you see someone with passion, their enthusiasm rubs off on you. In the words of our sages, what comes from the heart speaks to the heart. And you were so passionate about Maya, Karen, Tali, Rita, and Yehuda, and you shared your passions with them. Your passion for life was rubbed off on them, and that will be one of the major factors pulling us through all of this. In the Song of Songs, we read on Shabbat, the lover is trying to contact his bride, and he knocks on her door. She really wants to greet him, but it takes her time to organize herself. And by the time she gets to the door, he's left. She thinks that he thinks that she no longer loves him. But Lucy, I will continue to knock and to wait. And I will never take your absence as a sign that our love has burnt out. In the Esha trial that we sing every Friday night around our table, and we sang by your bedside together yesterday afternoon, it says, Kamu b'nea v'ashua ba'ala ba'ala. Her children rise and acclaim her, and her husband praises her. Lucy, I'm so sorry that in your lifetime we didn't say these things. You wouldn't even have allowed us to. Why did it take until now for us to praise you? You were airlifted from the murder scene. I can't imagine the pain, physical and mental, if you were conscious in any way for that journey. On Sunday, I talked about looking at the good. Lucy, I have a choice. I could lament over the next 25 years of marriage that I've lost, but I actually feel blessed to have 25 years of a beautiful marriage with you. By Friday, your life was at its peak. You'd really gotten your 7 F's in order, those being friends, family, fitness, Frumkeit, function, finances, and flame. When we occasionally had an evening out for dinner together, we would go through them all, each of us separately, one by one, and score how our life was progressing against these 7 important dimensions. We knew that we could never have all 7 perfect at once, since spending time with family means spending less time with friends, and spending more time at work means having less time for one another. But precisely last week, you seemed at complete balance for the first time. Not me, but you, bizarre. Some Jewish friends of mine have asked why we put simple stones on the grave when we visit, and not expensive flowers. I don't know the official answer, but my father gave me some of his wisdom once, and it seems to be spot on. He told me, you have to treat somebody well while they're alive, so that when they're no longer here, you feel no regret. You mustn't feel, I wish I'd just told her. I wish I'd just done that. If so, you don't need expensive flowers on the grave. Spend the money on someone who's alive. Give it to charity. The stone is enough to show you care. Lucy, I know you know I love you. I know you know we all love you. Stones today will be enough. You didn't always like the Hebrew name Leah. Leah was the less loved wife of Jacob. He preferred Rachel. Why did you have to be named after the second best? But then you realize, with the Joseph thing, and all that preferential treatment of one of Rachel's sons, Jacob and Rachel caused much animosity amongst the family. Leah was far more even-handed with her kids, and they all felt a lot equally. Mashiach, the Messiah, will come from the tribe of Judah, Leah's son, not from Rachel. And one thing more, Leah, who was second best in her lifetime, was buried in the double grave with Jacob in our holy city of Hebron, not Rachel. And our double grave will soon be half full next to the girl, with 50 years too early. Lucy, did we fight? Sure we fought. And in fact the kids. You thought that was good, that they should know that in a relationship, fighting is natural. It's part of growing together. God forbid the children should marry and break up after the first major argument because they felt it wasn't working. We always tried to keep the rules of the Talmud, however, and make up before we went to sleep at night. The logic being that people used to die in their sleep, so make up while you can. At Seder night, I quoted David Sachs, previously scriptwriter for The Simpsons, now inspiring Baal Teshuva and people of the late Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach, from his Spotify podcast, with his excellent command of English. He laments how we use many miswords, we misuse many words in our speech. We say, I need a new car, I need a new dress, I need a new phone. But you have to think about what we have. I have a close family, I have a loving wife, I have a warm community. And then he said, change the word have to the word need, and the word need to the word want. I want a new dress, I don't really need it. I want a new phone, I don't need it. And likewise, I need a close family. The things that I have, I need. I need a warm community. What we have is what we need. What we say we need is what we want. So Lucy, I need you back, translates to Lucy, I want you back. And I have 3 beautiful children, translates to, I need 3 beautiful children. It sounds like a small change, but it really helps when you can't sleep at night. I'm learning from this, appreciate what you have now. You can never assume it will be there tomorrow. Lucy had another little discussion topic which we would regularly bring up at the Shabbat table when the kids were younger. We should have continued it many more years. The late Chief Rabbi, Lord Johnson Sachs, once instructed us to ask 3 questions around the family table. What did you do for someone today? What did someone do for you today? And what did Hashem do for you today? Try it, it's amazing. It forces you to think about the important things in life and not the day-to-day stuff. What Rabbi Sachs calls eulogy values, not the resume values. But what did I do for someone today? Lucy, I'm eulogizing you. What did someone do for me today? The list is too long, but thank you to all of you for being there for us. What did Hashem do for me today? He brought us to live in Israel, to make our lives here. He gave us all of you, the Jewish people, and many non-Jewish people who have come out in force to support us at this time. Dania Sidel-Kisen is a very good friend of Lucy. And an example to all of us. When COVID struck, she had to quit her job as a Dutch-speaking tour guide and decided to volunteer 40 to 80 hours a week for Madar, the Israeli ambulance service, as a driver. She was at Ein Keren last night, and she posted me this message that she wanted me to read out. These are her words. I hope it's okay I'm writing, I don't know who else to tell. I'm sitting in Chada Leda, the birthing rooms on a ship. We have no Magdimin, anesthetists. They are all in surgery, bringing life to people who will, please God, live long, healthy lives. Thanks to Lucy and Leo and their beautiful, brave families. I've been crying on and off since I came to work, but I'm not useless. I have power to help the women in pain cope, to pray for the women of Israel, for the mothers and the fathers and the sisters and the brothers and the friends who need Hashem's help more than ever. To all of Am Yisrael, to bring us back, to not feel lost, to feel Hashem's power and admit we are powerless to control it all, and to give it up to Him with love and hope and faith. And this I pray tonight in the Chad HaLega, birthing room, with the Amar Dinim, the Holy Spirit. Thank you to everyone who's pouring in love. These days, if nothing else, it was tremendous comfort to us. When I woke up in the middle of the night multiple times and checked my Facebook with so many smiling faces with Israeli flags from all over the world. Mayor Ravivi, the Efrat that you helped to create, is providing us with incredible strength. When we left our home, we traveled through the streets of Efrat and had literally thousands of people waving flags. As we passed by, we felt like the royal family at the coronation. But then we realized that no royal family would ever get such a warm greeting. The flag's social media post has been a way of enabling thousands of those outside of France to get a small feel of the level of warmth that we have had inside our small but growing community. We are blessed to be part of this city. We are blessed to be part of Am Yisrael. We're blessed to be part of a humanity that's beginning to wake up and recognize its soul. Thank you for pouring in your love. I never was that sort of person. Lucy was. I don't deserve it, but she does. Maybe I'm just getting all of this in my merit. Yehuda said yesterday that we should never ask Lama, why? But we should ask Lema, for what reason? What do we do about it? Today we can possibly see what we can do, but we can never say why us, why Lucy, why Rina, why Maya. But we may ask the possibly why now. Because this week is a week of leaving slavery and learning to be free. Has this event unleashed a power? Is there a latent power in humanity that transcends the borders of all countries, religion, and politics? In an era where truth is defined by the number of lives, is there a higher truth, something that we can all sense? Were we born with a moral navigational system built in, which just never knew how to use it? Could it be there's a new awareness growing in humanity that we are all connected? Could it be that we all came from the same spark, that we all have the same moment of creation, that we are all one? Is there a higher truth than the one we read in our algorithmically generated newsfeed? Could the timeless knowledge of our ancestors still have something to teach us so many thousands of years later? Were there things that they knew and we've forgotten that now need to be reminded of? Thousands of people have contacted me in the past few days, and I thank you all. But if people have time to contact me in their busy schedules, then how many of us also have the time to do one more thing for someone else who's alive and who would appreciate it even more? I want to conclude. You've been here long enough. I wondered if I was to ask Lucy to make a blessing to all of us, what she might say. Number one, forgive. When you hold grudges, it only hurts you. Number two, apologize, even if it's not your fault. Maybe it appears to be your fault, and if that's all it takes, then why not? Number Number 3, don't get upset for too long. Now, Efrem Goldberg, I quoted 2 days ago, calls it 5 for 5. If in 5 years' time it's not going to be a big deal, then it doesn't deserve more than 5 minutes of your time today. Number 4, be passionate about what you do. If not, change what you do. The first commandment in the Shulchan Aruch is, get out of bed in the morning like a lion. And I've always wondered, how can you do that? Surely you can't be commanded to jump out of bed in the morning just to do that. If you don't want to jump out of bed, you won't. I think what it means is, find yourself an occupation, an activity that you're so passionate about that you want to jump out of bed in the morning. Number 6, you don't have to be the best, you have to give it your best. Number 7, explore. Grow older if you're so fortunate, but never grow up. There should always be a wonder in everything. Number 8, love all your children equally. We learned this from Leah. And then in the words of the late Chief Rabbi, love is something that is not a zero-sum game. The more you share, the more you have. Lucy, you shared your love, and you created so much love in exchange. Nothing will ever replace you. Your soul is part of my soul. Your lessons live on in Karen, Tali, and Yehuda, and in me. Your light has traveled across all of humanity in an instant. You held on so we could honor you individually and give you a unique send-off for a unique soul. A soul that has changed and will continue to change so many lives. May your soul be so bound up in the bond of everlasting life. Amen.